Tristan Daedry Baker. Levi Bryant Bickerstaff.
I did it, Mom.
Danielle Renee Butler. Eddie James Keplinger. Macy J. Carter. Christian Castro. Caitlin Paige Cole. Jackson Wade Curtis. Dakota Sean Davidson. Daniel Thomas Dowdy. James Lee Duncan. Hunter Allen Dunn. Marshall Cameron Dunn. Abby Lynn Annette Grayson. Anastasia Jane Guevara. Olivia Beth Jones. Cameron Michael Jones. Kelly Renee Jones. Celine Jones. Colton Lee Lumpkin. Carly Dawn Mann.
That's my brother!
Anna Catherine Melton. Madison Brooke Meek. Mark David Morris. Mason, wake up. Mason Gage O'Hearn. Kirby Presley Petrie. Harley Nicole Reed. Jaya Nicole Rodriguez. Hannah Renee Rowland. Yair Ruiz. Brock Lane Seaford. Blake Nathaniel Sharp. Joshua Josephine Sims. Austin Eugene Stevens. Bryce Allen James Sullivan. Henry Wayne Sullivan. Reagan Paige Swanson.
We love you, Reggie Baggy Big Pie!
That's my cousin.
James Bruce Trammell. Juliana Elizabeth Wilkins. Madison Nicole Willis. Brandon Scott Wolf. Kyle Wayne Warbus. Special recognition will be given by Presley Petrie and Brandon Wolf.
Even though we may irritate each other at times, school would not be the same without the teachers and staff.
So we'd like to take a few moments to share a few memories of them, like
Miss Wilson in charge of everything.
Coach Ack always joking with us but not liking when we joke back.
Cesar giving Jackson stock for his fart spray.
Coach Hurst being our favorite Spanish teacher.
Even if he wears flip-flops all the time.
Mr. Bilyeu always telling the same Vietnam stories.
Coach Bush's constant poker face.
Miss Moore being the strictest teacher.
Miss Cook only being at school for a month but still being cool.
Mr. Pitts always letting the senior class go get lunch.
With parents' permission.
Trula always telling us to get to class.
Miss Martin being Macy's mom.
Miss Hammond's always talking slow and saying a lot.
Mr. Owens, the secret agent.
Mr. Stair always being gone.
Miss Taylor bullying Presley.
Mr. Albrecht being the greatest teacher of all time.
Mr. Gohan breaking up a fight on his first week working at Ninnekah.
Miss Creamer being over-interested in our stories.
Coach Aikens always getting into it with Tristan.
Thank you to all the employees of the Ninnekah School for helping make us who we are today.
And putting up with us.
Closing remarks will be given by Bruce Trammell.
We did it. I don't know how, but we did. When I moved to Ninnekah my 8th grade year, I had never felt more welcome than when I first sat down in Miss Austin's class on the first day. All the students, teachers, and staff were perfect. That's when I knew I found my new home. Over the next 4 years of my time in high school, it was very fun, interesting, yet sometimes concerning, but always a great time. But when the year 2020 hit, it wasn't messing around. We have learned many new lessons the past couple of years, like always having a surplus of toilet paper, or if you want to get something in a busy place, all you have to do is start coughing, and people will part like the Red Sea. But in all seriousness, we have been through an unprecedented time like no other the past 2 years. But we have learned to adapt and overcome, and no place in the area has done it better than Ninnekah, and I am very grateful for that. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the wonderful teachers, school board, and administration of Ninnekah Public Schools. They have been behind us since day one. And there's one person in specific that needs a big round of applause that none of us would be here if it wasn't for her. So would you please join me in a round of applause to Mrs. Amy Wilson. To all school staff, family members, friends, and community members, the Ninnekah High School class of 2021 sincerely thanks you. Now, Ninnekah High School class of 2021, spending the last 4 years with you has been an honor. We stand here today with the rise of the future. It is not a distant reality anymore. It begins here, it begins today. We began high school as teenagers, but we're leaving here as adults. We've completed a basic education that will serve as a platform we use to launch ourselves into our futures. Some of us will go on to college or trade schools, while others will go straight to the workforce. But each of us will have to travel our own path. No matter where we go or what we do, there are challenges ahead of us. What I'm asking from each of you and myself is to meet those challenges straight on with your head held high and your heart wide open. It's not enough to simply try to get by in life. That doesn't move the world forward. You must try to excel in everything you do. Strive for every excellence in every task, large or small. Although it may not be easy to see, every accomplishment you achieve is added to the world's accomplishments. Your individual successes benefit society as a whole because when you succeed, you lighten the burden on your fellow man. When you succeed, you are in a position to give rather than take. Imagine if every person, or even 1/4 of the individuals in the world, reached their full potential. Think about the amazing contributions they could make to society and how much better off this world would be. Well, we may not have the power to inspire the entire world to strive for success, but we do have the power to try to achieve it for ourselves. My challenge to each of you and myself is to do all that you can do to reach your full potential. The future is truly in our hands. So Ninnekah High School class of 2021, let's make the most of it. Thank you.
Give Bruce just a second to sit down. I want to go back 1 year ago. I stood right here and I talked about kids needing to be in school and that kids needed to have that interaction with each other and those activities. And I knew then in my head that I was going to pitch to our board in August that we have school and that we stay in school. And not only that, but I pitched to our employees, all of our employees, the custodial, maintenance, our teachers, that we were going to be one of the schools that stayed in session. We didn't require masks. They were voluntary. We had them provided if students and employees wanted to wear them. That was their prerogative, their option. And I'm proud to say we were one of the only schools that didn't require those. And with that said, we were out there on that limb, but we were one of the only schools maybe in the county, I think, the only one, and one of the only ones in the state that never missed a day of session. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate our faculty for taking that on. But with that said, we did those things so you guys would have the opportunities that we seen last year's class didn't have. And I'm so grateful that you guys took advantage and didn't take those for granted. We had great runs in basketball in the playoffs. We've had great show season. We've had great achievements academically. And I thank you guys for not squandering that and not taking it for granted. So now for what we're here to do, let's stand up. Everybody turn around. Through the powers granted to me by the state of Oklahoma, I present to you the graduated class of 2021. If you guys will stay seated, they're going to come up and toss their caps. Thank you. Get your cameras ready.